Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to review my entire Steelbook collection. Steelbooks really is not that different from 4K releases. Some may have extra bonus features, but having the physical Steelbook is essentially just a collector's thing. Let's just dive into it. We got plenty to show, and we have Star Wars for the first ones I want to showcase. So we have Darth Maul on the front of the Phantom Menace with that movie poster on the back. Same thing with Attack of the Clones. We got Yoda on the front and movie poster on the back. Revenge of the Sith, we have General Grievous on the front and that movie poster on the back. We have Darth Vader on the cover of A New Hope, and we have that movie poster on the back. We have Stormtrooper for Empire Strikes Back, and we got that movie poster on the back. We got Emperor Palpatine in Return of the Jedi on the front, and that movie poster on the back. And that completes the Star Wars saga. Let's move on before that becomes something else. Now we have the Marvel movies. So we have Spider-Man Homecoming. This was a Steelbook, or a Blu-ray Steelbook. So you got sort of that picture on the front, and you got Vulture on the back, which is meant to sort of look like a comic page when you open it up. So I thought this was pretty cool. And then we have Spider-Man Far From Home with, I really like this cover. I thought it was pretty neat. And then we got sort of this on the back. So this was a pretty cool copy as well. This movie is very okay, but Venom Let There Be Carnage had a really nice Steelbook. I really like the artwork for it. Same thing on the back. I think it might be the same picture. It looks like it. But this one was really, really cool. And then for Avengers Endgame, we have the heroes that survived the snap on the front, and the ones that did not on the back. This is one of the few I actually took the time to pre-order. And don't ask me why I have this, but we have Thor Love and Thunder with this, with Thor on the front and Thor on the back. So, we also have Black Panther. This is the first one. It's got sort of that purple and black color tone, just like his suit in the movie. And then we have the same thing on the back as well, with the sort of the horizon in the background. And then we have Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I really like the colorization on this Steelbook. I thought this one was pretty neat. I love the bright colors. And the same thing for the back as well. And then we have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. You sort of have his variants on the front. And we have Scarlet Witch on the back. And we also have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It's got that logo on the front with the characters in the middle and the deserving character on the back, Rocket Raccoon. So, this one is really cool. I like it a lot. We also have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. The slip comes off, but it doesn't really change anything. And this is usually a Lionsgate thing. So, there's that. But this was a Walmart Steelbook, so it's just one of the newer ones that they've made. And then Eternals. You got all the characters on the front, and then you sort of have that Eternals logo on the back. So those are the Marvel ones. And now we have, I want to showcase the DC Steelbooks that I got. And so, I'm never going to see this movie, but we have the Joss Whedon cut of Justice League. I really do like this Steelbook a lot, I'm not going to lie. I've seen the Snyder cut of this movie. I've not seen the original cut, but this Steelbook was too cool not to pass up. And so, I like this one a lot. And then we have Black Adam. I didn't know how to feel about this movie at first, but this movie was very okay. But I actually pre-ordered this one, but it's in my collection now. And then we have the man himself. We have Man of Steel. This one's really cool. I like the Steelbook a lot. This one, unfortunately, is not in 4K, but it's a cool Steelbook nonetheless. This is a newer copy. We have Joker, still in the wrap. I like this cover a lot. This movie is really cool, very dark and upsetting, but still a very neat comic book movie nonetheless. Then we have, I don't know why I bought this, guys. This was less than $10, all right? And so I wanted to see Green Lantern at some point, And if I was gonna see it, I might as well see it for less than $10. Even though I hear that's too much money to pay for this movie. But got that logo on the back. But hey, Deadpool cleaned up the timeline, so it's all good. Now, I don't know why I got 2 copies, but we have Robert Pattinson's The Batman. I have 2 Steelbooks for it, and then there's the back. I bought these because this movie was too cool and too badass not to buy one of these Steelbooks. So I like this movie a lot, and it has some really nice Steelbooks for it. So we also have Michael Keaton's Batman. I like the bat signal on the front, sort of that for that cover. And then on the back, we have sort of this dark brooding picture as well. So this one I believe is a new copy. I could be wrong, but I believe it's a new copy. And now we have Christopher Nolan's trilogy. We have Batman Begins. This trilogy is in Blu-ray instead of 4K, but these were cool nonetheless, so I picked them up. We have, this is the cover for the front, and we have that picture on the back. So that one's pretty neat. We have the Dark Knight here, and this is that, you know, that real badass front, and Joker on the back. So this one's pretty neat. And Dark Knight Rises, I love this cover. This cover goes hard. This is really, really cool. So we got this for the front, and just sort of that ominous dark back. So those are my DC Steelbooks. And now we're going to move on to Lionsgate. Lionsgate Steelbooks usually have that slip that I showed you with Guardians. The Lionsgate usually reveals, when you take it off, it's supposed to reveal a scene from the movie. Usually, typically, it could be the plot twist, something for collectors who have seen the movie that will recognize taking the slip off. So this one is Fall. I've seen the movie before, but this is the unrated. I didn't have the Steelbook when I saw it the first time, so it's during the day. You take it off, and it's at night. So I thought it was pretty cool. Lionsgate Steelbooks are always pretty solid. We have Hell or High Water. Watched the trailer and didn't know how to feel about it, but this movie was actually pretty cool. So you take the slipcover off, and it reveals sort of that sort of rough background for these movies, or for this movie specifically. So this one's pretty cool. Now we have Cutthroat Island, which apparently I didn't know. This isn't even the original one, so I didn't know there was an earlier version. Picked the cover off. This just takes the hat off for it, and then we have that for the back. So this movie was very okay. Then let's see. This was a hilarious movie. I watched this on my own on Christmas Day, and I just laughed my ass off during this movie. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. If you're a fan of Nick Cage, if you haven't seen this movie, do yourself a favor and see it. This is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It's got sort of those other roles he's played on the front and back. So this was a great movie. This was a lot of fun. All right, and now we got Hacksaw Ridge. This was a great movie, by the way. This is a pretty cool Steelbook. You got just main character on the front, and then you see the battle in the back. And then the same thing for the back of the Steelbook as well. And so I believe, I'll show you guys in a moment if I can get this back on. So Hacksaw Ridge and American Psycho were Best Buy Steelbooks that were then found at Walmart because Walmart had bought out essentially their inventory for their own stores. So when you take this one off, it reveals the face. So I thought it was pretty cool. It's got that sort of that bloody back to it. So this was a really cool Steelbook. Very, very intense movie, but a good movie nonetheless. I'm not going to take all of these off just for simplicity. We have, I'll make this simple, Expendables 1, that red slip. Expendables 2, that white slip. Expendables 3, that blue slip. And Expendables 4 with that green slip. The reason I'm not taking it off is they all have the bird with guns. You take the slips off, even though they have different colors, it's all white. So it's sort of the same Steelbook underneath, just with the different movie name under it. So now we have Reservoir Dogs. This was a great movie. This was really, really cool. This is, you know, Tarantino's sort of known for just having conversational movies, and this is definitely, this movie has some action. It's bloody, but the conversations really play into how this movie unfolds. Of course, we have the ear comes off, the slip, which is pretty cool. The back is standard, but it's got that scene from the movie, so it's something fans will recognize. This also, I like this artwork for this next one. We have La La Land. This is the Lionsgate copy. I believe I got this on sale. I found this, this was a good deal. And you have that sort of with the moon scene at night. And you got the rest of the colorization when you take the slip off. And same for the back as well. So this movie's really cool. I like, not only was this a really cool movie, but it's a great steelbook. And then we have John Wick Chapter 4. This one's on Blu-ray. This one's cool because take this one off, you sort of have that fiery cover, and the same thing for the back. So John Wick movies are always really good. Solid franchise. Hard to say which one's the best. Probably still the first one, but the rest are really good. And so now we're going to move on to the next one. We have these aren't in any category. The next ones I'm going to show you guys are just what I would consider random ones. Only because, they don't really belong in any category, in my opinion. So, let's dive into it. So, this one we have Tommy Boy. I really like the yellow color for the steelbook. It's got that scene from the back. If you've seen the movie, you'll recognize where that's from. We have Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. I don't know what The New Empire was in the movie, but it's got that really cool cover and that new character on the back. And this is still on the seal. This is a new Walmart release. We have the original Beetlejuice on 4K. It still has that J card, so I don't know what the back looks like, but it shows you stuff in the movie. And then Ferris Bueller's Day Off. This one is in Blu-ray, but they've also re-released this same picture for the steelbook, but it comes with the 4K copy of the movie. So, of course, now there's multiple options for people wanting to have that movie for themselves. And we have Two Guns with Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg. This one's really cool. Saw a trailer, it looked generic. Watched it, it was not generic. It was cool. Got, that cool scene on the back, which is from the movie. You guys, for those who have seen it, so that one's really cool. We have The Dark Tower, which is a sort of this movie's very okay, but it was kind of fun. It was just something simple. I think I just watched it on a lazy day, and it was a nice movie, but there wasn't anything. There really wasn't a lot of undertones to it or anything. We have Pulp Fiction. This was gifted to me. Really good movie. Got that, that on the back. If you've seen the movie, you'll recognize what it's from. And that's the thing with a lot of these steelbooks, is it's for collectors. We'll have some sort of image, or when you take the slip off, it will reveal the scene from the movie. So it's a collector's thing, but they're still really, really cool. And we have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I thought was a really neat, this was a great cover for it. Of course, we got the dog on the back. And this movie, a lot of people said was just okay, but I liked it. It wasn't for everyone, but I liked it. Now this one, we have the same issue I ran into earlier when I was trying to decide which was which. We have Avatar, the original one. So we got that for the front. We got that for the back. And then we have Avatar, Way of Water. So, it doesn't say the name of the movie on it or on the side. So, I feel like some people might have, here's the back, guys. I feel like some people might have bought this one thinking it was the other one. And same for this one. So, there's the covers. They look so similar enough. And I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know. I'm complaining about the dumbest things. We have King Kong. This is the one from 2005. This was a really neat cover for it, but I think the back is better, honestly. I like this one a lot. And it's a long movie, but it's a good movie. And then we have Jaws. I really like, there's something about sharks on the cover of a steelbook that's just really cool to me. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I can't explain it. And then of course you got that for the back. And so here's the rest of the random ones. We have Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I pre-ordered this one. There are some steelbooks for other Planet of the Apes movies, but they are hard to get your hands on. So I got this one. This is really, really cool. I think this proved that some people were nervous about Fox or Disney owning the Fox movies, doing another Planet of the Apes. A lot of people were worried, but I think this one was great. Was it the best one? No, but it was still really good. Then we got It's a Wonderful Life. It's got that really neat cover. This one is in 4K. You got that quote on the back. I've not seen this, but I plan to this holiday season. This is still one of the movies that's classic that I need to watch. We got Mad Max Fury Road, which I really love this cover. I love the back even more. I think it just feels like a 4K picture for this. So that one's really neat. And then we have, I don't know why I have two copies, but we have Dune. So this is the one, this is the first one, not the original, but the first one. We got those really neat covers. This one's in glow in the dark technically. So it's part of Walmart's new new glow-in-the-dark steelbooks. And then you got the logo on this one and the sandstorm on the back. So these are really cool. Do you really need two copies of the same new movie? No. I just couldn't pass it up. Gran Turismo. This one's in Blu-ray. This was one, if you saw it in theaters, then you had the better watching experience. This movie, it's fine on TV, but in the theater, this was a really, really, really cool movie. I was into it. I personally didn't play the games, but I thought this one's great, so I like it a lot. We have Mean Girls. This is the one for 2004, so we got that steelbook, and then we got that back there. This was a good movie. And then we have Oppenheimer. This is one of my favorite steelbooks. I love just the fiery cover for the front, and the same thing, essentially, for the back. I love the steelbook a lot. This might be one of my favorites in my collection. And then here we have, this one's Walmart exclusive, the 30th anniversary edition for Forrest Gump, which I believe they made, I think, the same steelbook in Blu-ray before, and this one's just now in 4K, but I could be mistaken. But this is a good movie. This is an emotional movie, but it was really good. And then Coraline, the graphics, the 4K transfer, I guess, when I watched this, I did not realize when it came out. I thought this was like, 2017, 2018, something like that. And but this was really, really cool. It looked great, and I was just surprised that it wasn't, a new movie. Like Dune, Godzilla vs. Kong, this is the other glow-in-the-dark blue sort of color tone steelbook, so I really like this one. The back for this one I think is really, really neat, and could have been the cover for the front, but this one's still pretty cool. And then now we have pissing off Fast and Furious fans everywhere, Hobbs and Shaw, the only movie I've seen in the franchise. So I'll watch the Fast and Furious movies eventually, but I got a good deal on this one. I saw the movie. I thought it was funny. Apparently it's not everyone's favorite, but I thought it was funny. So that very generic back, but whatever. Meg 2, The Trench. Just something about sharks on the cover. I think it's cool. So the movie's very, very okay, but I liked it. We have Kick-Ass 2 with the characters with their sort of color splatter colors. It's the same color for their costumes, and then you got the heroes on the front and the villains on the back. So I thought this one was cool. This was a fun movie. I'm still waiting to see what's going to happen with the third. I don't know if it's going to be a sequel or a reboot or best off reboot. I don't know, but I'm waiting for it. Then we have How to Train Your Dragon. This is a great cover. I'm in love with the steelbook. This is another one of my favorites in my collection. I love the front. I love the back as well. So I don't know. I don't know which front or back I like more. It might be this one. I'm hoping they'll go back and give us steelbooks for How to Train Your Dragon 2 and 3. Because this one's great. And then we have Breakfast Club. This was, I believe, gifted to me. So we have, like I said, that yellow steelbook I think is pretty cool. Got the locker with sort of that graffiti, sort of the same theme on the back as well. And then, all right, so we don't have a lot, there's not much left. I sort of have to rearrange these a little bit to get to it, but figure this out, guys. Okay, so for the last pile of steelbooks, these are horror movies. So, spoiling a little bit. All right, here we go. So, we've got Evil Dead. This is the Evil Dead. This is the original one. This is in Blu-ray. This isn't 4K, but I thought this one's really good. I like it a lot. And it's got that sort of that classic cover, that really cool back to it as well. So I like this one. And then we got The Gate. This was a blind buy. I didn't know anything about it except for Walmart was carrying Steelbooks and I wanted to pick it up. Got sort of that ominous back to it. So I thought this one was cool. The movie's alright. I thought it was fun. And then, I don't know why The Strangers Chapter 1 got a Steelbook, but you open it up, it's like a door opening. See? Door. So anyway, so this one's pretty cool. And it's got that cardboard. If you take it out, open it up, it's not only a cardboard box, but it's got that Steelbook underneath as well. So this one, I believe, yep, is Lionsgate. So there you go. There's the back for it. Lionsgate went all out for this copy, and I don't know why, but hey, this is one of the cooler sets that we've had for Steelbook in a while. Close that back up real quick. All right. We have Army of Darkness, which is, of course, the sequel to Evil Dead 2. It's got that really cool front to it. When I saw a trailer, I thought that the third was going to... I didn't think I was really going to like it, but I did. So this was a surprise. We got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the Blu-ray Steelbook. This one's a really cool cover. It's got that sort of that classic theme, and then you got the chainsaw on the back. So this was pretty cool. And then we got Zombieland. This was a great comedy. It sort of got that logo sort of on the front, and then we got zombies on the back. I can get the lighting just right. So anyway, I like this one. This is a funny movie. We have A Quiet Place on Blu-ray. This was, I found it at Walmart. It's got that quote on the back. I found this randomly. It wasn't a new release Tuesday or something. This was I just randomly found on the Walmart shelves. So that was a cool pickup. And then we have Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, because, you know, they needed to make a Steelbook for this one, right? So there's that. There's the back. I know it's kind of dark, but that one sits in my collection. Megan, this was a fun movie. I watched this on my birthday. I didn't have a lot of expectations, but this was fun. Didn't need this on Steelbook, but this was a fun movie. I'm looking forward to the second one. We got the original Carrie. I love the cover for this one. This is a really great Steelbook, I think. It's got sort of that all hell breaks loose scene on the back. So I thought this one's pretty cool. And then I'm just gonna gloss over this one. We have Late Night with the Devil, and this one comes with extra goodies. That's not just a Steelbook. I've not seen it yet, but when I do, I will do a deep dive into the movie and the Steelbook as well. So we have now You're Next. This is part of the latest wave of newest Walmart Steelbooks, where they made several horror movies in sort of the same black and orange color tone for several movies. So something new, something different, and I thought it was cool. I know nothing about it. This was recommended. And then, all right, so now we have, if I can get these in the right order. So we have the original Scream. So this is one of my favorite horror franchises. I love the Scream movies. They're fun, they're funny, they're scary. It's sort of everything. You sort of got that quote on the back if I can get the lighting right. But we have, so Paramount made most of the movies, I believe. So we got the first one on Steelbook. And then we have Scream 2. I like the cover. I thought the front was pretty cool. And I believe a lot is sort of this. I think they all have a quote on the back. But the cover for Scream 2 I thought was pretty cool. And then Scream 3 is different from the others. It's the red. So I like the red. I thought it was pretty cool. Something different. And another quote on the back. And then here's the part that sucks. So Scream 4 was not made by Paramount. So we do not have a Steelbook for it. I don't know if they'll ever make one. I want the full collection, but they don't make one yet, so here's hoping. Here's Scream, otherwise known as Scream 5. This one's pretty cool. I like this one. It's sort of a nostalgic reminder of the original. I still like the original better, but this one was pretty cool too. And then I really like the cover for this one. This is Scream 6. So we got that cover on the front with on the subway train, and then just sort of that simple back to it as well. So, last one, these are my horror movies, and then the last Steelbook set that I think is probably one of the probably more coveted parts of my collection is we have the John Wick 4K Steelbook trilogy. This is the first three. This one does not include the fourth one, but this one is actually not a book, but it's meant to look like the book that he uses in John Wick 3, John Wick Chapter 3. So this was a hefty price, but were really cool. The front of this opens up. So you got, it looks like the front of, you know, the book that he had in the movie. And then when you turn the page, on the inside we have this nice red like casing for the books as well. So we have the first Steelbook. So I'll show you guys. So here is, I believe, yep, it's a John Wick Chapter 1. So that's on the side, if you guys can read it. But these are all the same sort of theme for it. That's the first one. Here's John Wick Chapter 2 in the front and back. And then we have John Wick Chapter 3. And then there's the back. And this also comes with the photo he keeps. So we have, this is the photo he physically has in the movie. And this whole set is, of course, Lionsgate. So this was a cool little collector piece having it in the set. And then it's a picture from the movie, which launches why all four of these movies happened, is this scene right here. So this was a really, really cool set. This is probably one of my favorites, my collection, or it probably is my favorite set, my collection. Because I wish they'd make more sets where a prop from the movie is the casing for Steelbooks. So I thought it was great. This has been my whole collection. I really hope this video is not too long. But thank you guys for sticking with me. I love these Steelbooks and I love sharing all this with you guys. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.